Alright, what's up guys? So I'm going to make this video about a guy that contacted me because he was 8.7 trillion and he was zeroed in 4 hits. Now, in the background here, I'm going to be powering up equipment and whatnot, and that's just because, you know, I want to play and get some stuff done, as well as tell you about what happened. So, immediately I thought, okay, so these are nerf hits. There's no way that, you know, his account was set up right. It must have been nerf. Okay, so because he sent me battle reports where he's losing 3 KT troops at a time. Or I'm sorry, 3 KT power at a time. Forgive me. Which is phenomenal. And, you know, I asked him about his troop composition. He's got a T4 to T6 setup. So I'm like, wow, okay, so send me everything you got, basically. I don't understand, you know, I thought this was going to be easy. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to use the analogy of a heavyweight fighter, okay? In the UFC, the defense winning streak is 2 defenses. Okay, and that is because at a heavyweight level, anybody can knock out anybody at any time. They just hit like a freight train. Okay, so heavyweight fighters generally rise through the ranks fairly quickly, to be honest. You know, if you can knock somebody out, you can win most of the time, right? And it's not until they get to the elite level where all of a sudden they hit a wall and start getting annihilated by all these elite fighters. And the ones who continue to fight realize that they have major holes in their game, meaning technique a lot of times, footwork, stuff like that, that has not been improved on because they've been depending so heavily on their knockout power. Now for this guy, and look, I'm making this video to just as a cautionary tale and kind of explain what happened. I am not in any way slamming this guy. I would be beside myself pissed off if that happened to me, and I truly do feel his pain, you know. But, okay, so, you know, and this is basically this guy, all right, a heavyweight fighter, all right. So he has troop power. That's his knockout power. He's at 8.7 KT. For the most part, nobody even hits him. You know, he's so big, it's pointless, right? Well, that is a good thing and it's a bad thing because the guys who did hit him had no chance, and he was so big that it didn't point out some of the technique flaws that he had, okay, the holes in his game. And so I'm asking him about all this stuff, and the first thing that pops out to me when he starts sending me stuff is his stats. He's got 60k defense. How can that be? This guy is almost level stronghold level 35. He's 1 building away. When he was attacked, he was stronghold 33. It didn't make sense, right? How could he be that low on defense? There's got to be major holes, right? And so then we start looking at his technique, which is essentially his skills, his building boosts, his everything, you know, and he was mailing MZ like this is, you know, some kind of glitch. This cannot be possible. And I'm telling you right now, most of these heavyweight fighters that hit that wall, that start fighting the elite people and getting annihilated, they cannot figure out what they're doing wrong because they've had success, so much success up to that point. And it blinded him to the, look at that attack debuff. That's crazy. It just keeps going up too. Anyways, so he's mailing them. He's saying, oh, you know, this can't be right. You guys, you know, fix this. And they give their standard response. We can't change the outcomes of battles. Here's a few resources to help you rebuild troops. Sorry for your loss, basically. And I mean, I don't really expect anything more than that from MZ. They're not ever gonna, you know, turn the clock back or anything like that, which you should expect, man. You know, is fair or not fair. If there's a glitch in the system and you get zeroed, and that does happen, guys, and that's what I was leaning to until he sent me his stats. But so, one of the things about being a small trap versus a filler for a rally, and that's all, is that it exposes your weak points. You know, especially during KVK when people are throwing the max boost, the max rally, the max potions, the max everything, every possible check mark that they can check when they are attacking you, they hit you with. And hell, it even happens in our alliance. You know, we got some of the best traps in this game with us, and you know, we'll start getting hit, and all of a sudden, guys that have never burned through any of their testing, never had the slightest hint, all of a sudden are burning. Not bad, but enough, you know, to where it's like, whoa, what happened? I mean, I don't understand this. And, you know, so as a smaller trap, we learn real quick that we have holes in our game and we address them. When you're a heavyweight with knockout power, you don't find out those holes until you just get obliterated. And that's kind of what happened to this guy. And like I said, I don't mean to slam him at all, you know, and I wish we had more people that would fill rallies, to be quite honest, because, you know, as the rallies get bigger, we need more fillers. We need people that will not be scared to take their shields down. And I'm not trying to discourage people from doing that either. You know, I think that this guy honestly thought that he got screwed, and it wasn't until we started looking that we figured out where the holes were, you know. So I helped him. You know, I started pointing things out. We started looking at different stuff. I think now I just got off his account and got back on mine after looking through and changing some stuff around. Now, I'm not going to do that for everybody. For those people that they're about to start messaging me to come log onto their account and set up their account. Look, I've been talking with this guy, you know, probably 500 messages back and forth, trying to figure out and troubleshoot this. I don't have the time to do that for you guys. But what we were able to accomplish is to go from 60k defense to 192k defense. We plugged some of those holes, you know, most of them actually. He's got a little bit to do with building boosts left. He could probably get over 200k if he makes those adjustments. And I think he's ready for whatever comes next. He's still building troops back, obviously. I think he was at like 2 trillion troops, not nearly enough yet. But basically, you know, and I told him, I said, you know, hey, stop training until we figure out what's going on, because if your shield fails and you get zeroed overnight or something like that again, you just spinning your wheels. You need to make sure your fundamentals are good before you start building that knockout power. Okay. And my son's very unhappy that I'm sitting in here. Okay, so just a cautionary tale, guys. You know, double check, triple check. Every single time an update comes out, you need to be asking yourself, how can I benefit from this? What all changes? What all can I boost because of these releases? Okay. Even if you're not going to be involved in the releases for a while, and I suggest to anybody, anytime MZ releases something new, at least do an 8-hour shield. Because there are some people that are going to go out and spend $1,000 every single time MZ releases new stuff. That's absurd. That's their pocketbook. You know, and they're going to do it regardless of what you think. Okay, so shield. You know, ask yourself, how is this going to affect me? Am I ready? What do I need to do to be ready? Okay, and look at some of the other guys in your trap chat rooms. I have a trap chat room. If you want to get involved with it, my line ID is SOG Captain, all one word. Send me a message and I'll put you in the room. No big deal. There are some really good traps in there. There's some guys learning how to do trap, guys and girls. There's some people in there learning to trap. There's some people that are very good at trapping, and they come from all different types of traps, whether it be lower research, less money versus lots of money and low troops, so they can, pour a bunch of research as soon as it comes out. I'm right in the middle of that, and I'm involved in the chat room. You guys need to be asking questions. If you guys don't have the Line app, you're missing out on a huge resource. You can post anything online. You can post videos. You can post screenshots of different stats, screenshots of different buildings, reports. I mean, the opportunities online are immense, and if you don't have Line, you should get it. Double check everything, guys. Even if you feel like you're safe, go back and look at things that you haven't looked at in a while, because those are the things that are going to get you burnt. If you haven't gone off and powered your gear, like a friend of mine, Icy, she reminded me that I need to power up my gear because the new building releases allow more power up. Holy crap, there's so much that comes from this. I mean, I just powered this up. We'll go and look at it real quick. But these are the things that are the difference. Yes, everything is super attack skewed. So you have to look for that edge anywhere. You can't just say, okay, I'm in lava gear. Well, if you're in full set, and this is what this guy was in it to begin with, is full set Lava Titan. Okay, it's a great gear set. Okay, it is not good enough anymore. You have to run the Kunai. I'm thinking about putting a third one on, but that gets rid of my base set bonus, and I really don't want to do that. I want to wait and get tested once I'm done, bringing everything up to speed again, tightening the screws on all the bolts. I keep using analogies, but that's the best way that I can describe what needs to be done. You go around and tighten all the bolts on the roller coaster so that if one screw doesn't come loose and the whole damn thing falls. Okay, so my troop defense is now 231. That is incredible. Wow, I didn't know it'd be that high. I'm still not done yet, but that's crazy. I want to look at that attack debuff as well. How much is that? Almost 18 million attack debuff? That's amazing. Okay, enough bragging about mine. I know you guys are like, yeah, rub it in. But like, yeah, man, fill those holes, polish that technique. Just double check everything, because this can happen to you too. This can happen to me, and this is why you got to stay on top of all these updates. And like I say, shield until you've gotten back on top. Shield. There's no point in losing a whole bunch of troops because you didn't shield. I lost a bunch of troops the other day because I didn't shield, because I was cocky, that I was like, oh, I can't be beat. That's not true. You can totally be beat. Okay, enough rallying on about this. Thanks for watching, for sure, on a 14-minute video. Comment, subscribe, and I'll check back with you later. Later, guys.